Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're trying to figure out how to manage your homeschooling day or put together a schedule, stick around because I'm going to show you how we do it today, and within a couple of days I'll post another one to tell you how we're doing it on a different day of the week. If this is the first time you're joining me, welcome. It's great to have you here. I've got 2 kids that I homeschool. I am a realtor in the Tampa Bay area, and on my channel, I like to share with you curriculum reviews, tips and ideas, ways to make your homeschooling life a little bit easier. If that sounds like something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button and the bell, and it'll notify you each time I post a new video. Today, I actually, with this scheduling video, don't really have, any the listed tips or pointers that I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I do because I am a realtor, so my schedule is different all the time, and if I have a heavy workload, school looks different. If I have a lighter workload like I have right now, it's, things are already kind of in place and I'm not doing a whole lot of new stuff for new transactions. So I have a little bit more time with the kids right now. Normally what I do is the night before I'll take out my spiral notebook, and I have tons of these, and I just write. Any kind of list that you can make, and I'll write the night before all of the stuff that I know that we need to accomplish the next day, whether it has to do with my work or what school items I want the kids to complete, if they have any classes they're taking, currently doing some Zoom stuff online. I'll just write it all down, any chores that I want completed, everything. You just write it all down the night before just to kind of get everything out of your brain that you're going to need to accomplish for the next day. And after I write it all down, I kind of feel like I've released some of the pressure off of my brain. So then I leave it for the rest of the night. The next morning I wake up while I'm having my coffee after I do my gratitude journal, and I read a couple pages in a book, a motivational book that I'm reading. I'll go to the list and then kind of put the items in order of most importance, things that I'm going to be able to accomplish, which items I want the kids to do first. Most importantly, I always make sure that the kids read. I want them reading independently. I want to read to them. I always do math every day, and the kids, I like to have them write. I don't care what they write. I don't care if they're writing in a journal. I don't care if they're doing letters to friends, or if they're typing on a computer, as long as they're getting thoughts out of their brains. And then we also use a writing curriculum too. But those are the 3 main things that we do every day, and then we kind of pile other stuff in according to what our schedule allows us for the day. We use a schedule as a guide. We don't use a schedule as a we must do everything when the schedule says. Because I found that for me, yes, I like structure and I like order and I like a schedule, but I also find that if I start falling behind or lagging behind because something else comes up, then I get overwhelmed, I get upset, I feel disappointed in myself that I didn't accomplish something, and then everything goes to hell when really we're just a little bit behind our schedule. So I use it as a guide, and I don't beat myself up if we don't accomplish something. And I kind of set the day up as morning, afternoon, evening. And the morning I will schedule the kids to do workbooks or independent reading, and I'll get in a good hour of work that I have to do. And then after that, we all get a break because I need breaks too. So we'll get like a 30-minute break, and they can do electronics in the morning. And my kids don't eat right when they wake up, so that's probably when they're gonna eat too, or they'll eat while they're doing some schoolwork. This is all like super loose. We don't follow a very strict schedule. And then we will, after we have our break, we read together. And then I will usually do math. One of them will do a worksheet while I'm working with the other one on the skill, and then we switch. And then the other one finishes their workbook or their worksheets, and then the other one does their skill. And then I usually need to work again for a little while. So they'll do writing or something independently, or I'll set them up with some videos on YouTube. And then I work for another hour, and then we get another break. So you can see how this is going. And then each time we accomplish some school stuff, because we keep record of what they're doing, I write it down. So I'm writing it after we do it. And then if something comes up where they're outside doing something really cool or fun, and I think, oh, that's science, or oh, that's social studies, then I'll break it up and tell how each subject is included in what that activity was. And I can actually make another video where I break down something like that, where we take an activity that the kids do, and then I break it up and show you how every single subject can be found in an activity that the kids do by themselves. Basically, so far I've done about 2 hours of work. The kids have done about 2 to 2.5 hours of independent work, or, in teacher directed work. And, we're probably at 2 o'clock by now, because some of our breaks take a little bit longer. I might get sidetracked. They might be really interested in what they're doing in their free time, and that's another thing. I am really, really big on not interrupting my kids when they start doing something cool and creative and independent. If that means pushing our schedule back a half hour because they've gotten really into a drawing or super interested in an internet search, I'm gonna let them finish it, because that's what's cool about homeschooling. We can work at our own pace, and we can get interested and dive deep into things that we care about. And throughout the day, I'm gonna refer back to the list that I made the night before in my spiral notebook, and I'm gonna just check to see, did I miss something? Am I supposed to be doing this? Or are we gonna run out of time to do this? And whatever's on the list. And most of the time you end up finishing pretty much everything on your list, because you're gonna get really good and figuring out the most important things that you need to accomplish each day. When you're doing this over and over and over again, you're gonna get really good at knowing the stuff that's most important to get the results that you want. And I would say one of the most important things to take away from this is, yes, we all like a schedule, and we like, I think a schedule is like more for, routine, what to expect next. So don't beat yourself up if, one night you're doing math at 8 o'clock because you're day got away from you and you got busy doing other stuff, or the kids got interested in something else, or someone called and you had to quick run and take care of an appointment or a client. I mean, these things come up. And if you're looking for a job at home, or a job that you can incorporate into your homeschooling, reach out to me, because real estate is a great job to have while homeschooling, and I can really help you navigate through doing and balancing both of them. So I'd love to hear from you. If you thought about or are considering real estate, put it in the comments below. I'd really love to talk to you about that. And the reality is, you might think I'm crazy for not having a super strict schedule, but really that's it. That's what I do. We write a note the night before, I make my list. The next day, we kind of have a loose schedule throughout the day of things that I want accomplished by the evening. And then I write it all down as we go and keep record of what the kids actually did. So really, that's what I do. If you have different things that you do and how you schedule out your day, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.